guys, it's Jen. So, I'm a senior in high school, and I've come to the realization that throughout my high school career, I've had a lot of embarrassing moments. And although I tend to erase a lot of these embarrassing moments from my memory, there are still a few that I remember that I'm going to share with you today. And I hope you'll get a laugh out of my embarrassment. So, let's get started. The Singing Valentine. So at my school, around Valentine's Day, there's this little thing that goes around called a Singing Valentine. Basically, someone will go up to a desk and buy a Singing Valentine for another person, whether it's someone they have a crush on, their boyfriend or girlfriend, or just someone they want to embarrass. So this happens every year, and I remember freshman year it happened to one of my best friends, and she was so embarrassed, and I was just thankful that it didn't happen to me. But then sophomore year comes around, and two people walk into my first period class saying that they have a Singing Valentine. And who's it for? Me. So one of my good friends bought me a Singing Valentine, and it was super embarrassing because they took me up to the front of the class and two people serenaded me in front of my entire class and my teacher, and then there was a little message at the end, and I was so embarrassed. I just remember my face turned bright red, and of course my friends in my class had to remind me that my face was turning red, which just made it turn even more red. It is just so embarrassing. The high school video. So in my junior year, I posted this video about all the things I hate about high school. If you guys haven't seen it already, then you can click right up here to go check that out. So one of my teachers at the time, I guess, saw the video at her house and she wanted to show it in front of the entire class. I don't know why. That alone is embarrassing in itself, but as she puts the video on the screen, one of the principals of my school walks in. And if you haven't seen that video, one of the things I talk about is getting a detention for being late, and I say, "Bitch, I show up when I want." And it just so happens that the principal that walked in as this video plays is the one who gave me the detention. And as that line plays, he literally tells me to stop and rewind and play it again. So I do. And the only thing he says is, "I gave you that detention." The Beesting. So it's my first day of junior year, and keep in mind, junior year is like the first year when everyone gets their license and everyone starts driving to school. So me and my super cool best friend decide to carpool to the first day of school, and she comes to my house to pick me up. And I'm walking out of my house like, oh, we're so cool, driving to school for the first time, pretty much thinking I'm a total badass. I don't really know why. And as I'm walking to her car, I get stung by a bee. This pretty much causes me to freak out and jump around and scream, and of course she can't even see the bee, so to her I just look like completely psycho. So I just sprint to her car and jump in it to escape the bees that are chasing me. And I don't really know, I guess I'm like slightly allergic to bee stings because it starts swelling up really bad. So as soon as I get to school, I have to go to the nurse's office. Literally, the first place I go to on my first day of junior year is the nurse's office to explain to her that I somehow got a bee sting at 6:30 in the morning, which causes me to be late to my first period class on, once again, my first day of junior year. So I come into class with an ice pack, and everyone in the class is just so confused because nobody's late to their first day of school. So I pretty much had to explain to my new teacher and my entire class that I got stung by a bee, and it was just embarrassing. Like, that would happen to me. Okay guys, so those were just a couple of embarrassing moments that happened during my high school career. If you guys want to hear more embarrassing or funny stories from high school, then make sure to give this video a big thumbs up because I definitely have a lot more stories where these came from. And also make sure to leave a comment down below telling me something embarrassing that happened to you at school. And yeah, that's pretty much it. So thank you guys so much for watching, and I'll see you next Saturday. Bye!